Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Big Dog Dan. Young husband's back again for his live, and I've had a bit of difficulty the other day with the comments. They were a little bit difficult to read, but we're gonna make another plan. I'm basically gonna just tell some stories this time, and see how we go from there. Hopefully, we can get lots of people viewing my videos, my live stream. So I'm actually just gonna close the curtain a little bit. It's a little bit bright for me right now. Let's go. Yeah, that should be good. I should have done that before, but that's all good. We're back on now. And so let's go. I'm actually gonna see if we can, before I start, I'm gonna see if I can get on live with my other account. Well, put on my other. Oh, maybe I can't. Actually, I'll have to do it afterwards. Possibly, maybe. Let's give it a go. I'll give it a go, and then I will tell you guys some amazing stories. And I'm trying different things out because I have a disability with bad eyesight. So I'm trying to figure out different ways of doing things. And let's see if it's gonna work. No, it's not actually gonna work. Oh, is it? No. Alright, I have to change it back. Alright, I thought it would work. I thought I could stream my live with my other account, but I actually need somebody else's phone to stream the live with, but that's all good. So, what are we going to talk about today? Anyway, for starters, it's quite a beautiful day outside. A little bit of clouds, a little bit of sun, but it's been pretty good. Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I went for a nice big run with a little tahi, which was cool, and yeah, that was good. I think it's gonna rain tomorrow, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, I've got Ty's dog tricks trainer coming in tomorrow, so hopefully we can play some soccer. I did a little bit of soccer with him this morning, which was cool. Came on at 5:46, so at 12:46 p.m. this afternoon. And there's a big soccer match going on, about to start. Argentina versus, oh my goodness, I can't remember the other team. I'm gonna have a look. Argentina versus, let's see, well, who is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? There we go. It is Argentina versus Switzerland. There we go. Argentina versus Switzerland. And looks like they're actually starting in 12 minutes. So, yeah, that's going to be the game to watch now. Ooh, it's warming up a little bit here. That's good, it's good. Still got the old thermals on. I'm here in New Zealand, and it's pretty chilly, but it's warming up a little bit in the house here anyway. So that's cool. Occasionally I'll try and read some comments, but I have to use my phone because I am legally blind. So you'll have to bear with me, but mostly I'm pretty much going to just tell some stories. So I'll try and catch a comment here and there. We got Arda. How you going? Bro, how's... Oh, comment went off. I often... good. Awesome, mate. Welcome. Sorry, it's a bit difficult reading comments at the moment, but I'm going to tell some stories anyway, mate. So yeah, that'll be awesome. Good to see you on, and let's go for it. So I came from Africa. I was brought up in Zimbabwe, and we used to do a couple of trips. Actually, when I moved to New Zealand, it was after I moved to New Zealand. I went back to Africa for a bit of a holiday with the family, and so it was a cousin's wedding of mine, and so they had what was it? So they had the bachelor's. What was it? There's two different times here. I don't remember which one's which. Anyway, yeah, a bit tricky. I think I missed the bachelor's on that one occasion, but for after the wedding, what was it? No, it might have been the same one. Anyway, I'll carry on anyway. So the bachelor's party, I think this might have been this one. Yeah, it was. We went to the Zambezi River, which is in Zimbabwe, well, in between Zimbabwe and Zambia, in between two countries. And at the bachelor's, where was it? We got to like an awesome little hut place, and oh man, it was just awesome. We ended up doing like a little fishing trip, and got a couple of other comments here, and I'll keep reading. Who is this? This is now Chen. Let me see. Anyway, so I struggle reading comments. I'm trying to use my phone to zoom up, but I'll have to read the comments a bit later. But anyway, hi, how you guys going? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, last time I tried to do this, I had reading comments and all that. I didn't have that many people watching because it took me too long to read the comments. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I paid 10. Let's try push. Okay. Yeah, thanks, mate. No, that's cool. Thanks for praying for me. No, that's cool. Okay, Ron, anyway. So, yeah, sorry, I might struggle reading comments, but if I do, people are going to drop off. So, yeah, I've been trying to work out different ways of doing it. I can try and put my headset on anyway, and I'll carry on with the story. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but see how it goes. Right. You see, sometimes it works, but I have to turn the voiceover on the voiceover. Anyway, this is good. Right. Yeah. Oh, well, thanks, mate. Yeah, so let's go. Yeah, so I'll put the voiceover on now, so I'm not sure if I'll get the comments, but I'll try my best anyway. I don't know if it makes a difference. But yeah, so yeah, at this bachelor's party, we did a fishing trip, and I managed to hook what we call tiger fish. It's, oh man, I'll show you a photo of this tiger fish. It's in my autobiography. It is pretty awesome. Um, here we go. Here we go. So that's what you call a tiger fish, guys. Check that out. That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. This is my autobiography, by the way. It's on Amazon and Kindle, so you guys can find it there. If you want an inspirational, motivational book, it's called A Man Makes His Own Luck. Because that's what I believe. I believe you make your own luck through hard work, determination, and never giving up. Hey, Sarah, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Really good. Oh, this is actually one of my favorite songs, guys. Alexa, turn the volume up. Yeah, it's Cheyenne. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, so at this bachelor's, man, it's wild in Africa. And what happened is one of the times we were all playing, I was doing a bit of guitaring and stuff like that because I was playing a bit of guitar. And it was pretty cool. It was awesome. When the lights kind of turned off, once they had a strict time between the electricity turned off at night time. Being in Africa, you know, having had generators and all that. But anyway, so they turned the electricity off, and then I was just like the music was just me and my guitar. So we were at the bachelors, and we just play. I was just playing some of the tunes on the guitar, and people are just, you know, all the guys are just singing. It was awesome. Uh, yeah, that was pretty cool. Uh, yeah, I won't say too much about it because it was a bachelor's. You know, I'll say too much about bachelor's. But when we went to bed, there was a hippo that actually chased the groom's father. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, yeah, it was actually insane, but yeah, he survived it. That was good. I'll just see if the more comments have come up, and then I'll carry on with the rest of the story. Good work. That's terrible. The voiceover does not want to turn off for me. It's still going on. I'll get into it and I'll carry on with the story, guys. Just stick around, hang on with me. Oh, no, goodness. The voiceover does not want to turn off. That's a bit strange. Maybe it's doing the music. There might be a few more comments up there, and then I'll turn it back on. Uh, cool. So yeah, I'll carry on the story. Uh, and then after the bachelor's party, we went back, had the wedding. It was beautiful, amazing wedding. And then we were doing the after the wedding, we went down to Lake Kariba. We were going to go down. We were going to quite a big, not a huge boat, but quite a big boat. And we were trying to get to this place called Tigers Bay. It's Lake Kariba. And so anyway, it was a cruise all the way down there, which was pretty cool in a big bus. That was awesome. And so this was, yeah, so we carried on, and so we had to fill up with some fuel. And once we filled up, the bus didn't want to start. So everybody had to get off the bus, and we had to push start the bus. It was pretty crazy. So everyone's pushing starting the bus, and finally we jump started and get it going. Then we had to pick up some friends up from the airport. So we took off down to the airport. We got there and put all their stuff in the back of the truck, in the back of the bus, and well, the bus decided to not start again. So after we loaded everything up, everyone had to push the bus a second time before we jump started it. Pretty old, crazy though. But we managed to push start the bus. And everyone, yeah, pushing. That was pretty funny. Anyway, so that was cool. We got jump started again. We're like, right, let's go, get the beers out, crank them out, let's go. Head on out there. And we're on the way, and next minute, oh yeah, something's going on. In the water had run out in the engine of the skip jumpers. Um, I'm just going to reply to this quick message. Sorry about this, guys. Uh, yeah, my dad's just asking me what we can get up, but it's all good. What time? Anyway, so we carried on with the bus, and we had to refill it, but we had to use our fresh water for our water bottles. It was alright because we were all drinking beers, right? Yeah, so it was pretty fun, and then we managed to get it all sorted and full refilled it up and carried on to Lake Kariba. We had to go across the border and all that. Um, and that, so we got that sorted. Jumped on a big, quite a big boat. Just see it. Five. So, um, right, all that, and so we carried on. Yeah, so I'll carry on with the story. I'm not sure how many people are. I actually can't read it. I can just take a quick look and then I'll carry on. Stick with me, guys. So being legally blind is a little tricky, but only two people on it, all right? But that's all right. We got to keep going. Uh, yeah, so we get down to the Kariba. We get onto this big boat and we start going. And it's supposed to take, I think it was supposed to take an hour or something like that, or 45 minutes. Um, an hour, maybe something like that. I can't remember. It was an hour or two, something like that. Maybe 2 hours. Anyway, we carry on going, and next minute we got lost in a big lake, and we carried on until like it pretty much got dark. It was like like 7 or 8 o'clock, and we still were lost.
Next minute, we had another couple of tender boats come up to us, and it was like the army area, and we were going to the wrong place. So, so yeah, and they're like, "Hey, where are you going? This is illegal area." Like, "Oh, we're trying to get to Tigers Bay." And they're like, "Okay, we'll guide you there." So anyway, we got a guidance all the way to Tigers Bay, and that was good. Finally, we made it after about 4 hours, I think. Yeah, it was a long time. Alexa, turn the volume down. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. So we get there at night time, and then we all find our cabins. Then we had a bigger dinner, a late dinner, and got some sleep. We spent a couple of days there. It was absolutely amazing. Then at night time, what you do is you can go. We've got a little tender boat there, a little small boat, and we you go spotlighting for crocodiles. That's pretty cool. You go around and you spot all the little crocodiles. Sometimes you see big crocodiles, sometimes you see the little crocodiles, but you just see their eyes. And if they're little crocodiles, like half 30, a ruler length, 30 centimeters, you can literally go and you can grab the back of their neck and pick the little crocodiles up for a little while and see how thick the skin is and all that. Put them back in the water again. And you just hear this little squeaking sound from the baby crocodiles. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's almost copycatting. Um, and then just released them, put them back where they came from. It was pretty awesome. It was amazing. Like we did that several times, catching little baby crocodiles. Uh, actually, one of the times we did a different time. My dad caught one that was sort of maybe a meter long. And yeah, pretty powerful. So once he got it up into the boat, he wiggled it out of his hands and literally landed on the floor of the boat. Everybody's jumping on the sides of the boat and on the seats and all that before we managed to grab the crocodile and throw it back into the water. So it was pretty crazy. Yeah, we managed to get it out. Um, yeah, man, those teeth and the baby crocodiles. Even though you guys know, like babies, baby dogs, baby crocodiles, they all have those baby teeth and they're ultra sharp, man. It's crazy. But you don't want to get your finger in a little crocodile's mouth there and crunch it right down to the bone. Strong jaws, as even as a little baby croc. But yeah, so that was cool. I was in the second group of that we're going to go to do some spotlighting. Unfortunately, the first group went out, the motor broke in the boat, so they had to paddle back with the oars, which was pretty crazy. So we never got to actually. I never got to go to do the crop catching the next day because well the boat had broken down, so there was no point. That was just a little teeny boat. But anyway, that same trip we got a different boat, and we were there was a few activities going on that we could do during the day. Some people stick around to the camp and chilled out. My parents, my mom and dad, my mom, I think my dad did something else. He went for a fishing trip, I think. So my mom and I and a couple other people of my cousin's family and all that. We did a hiking trip. So we jumped on a boat and went to a certain destination, and we did a little bit of hiking through the African bush. Absolutely incredible. Like checking out the spores of what animals walking past the little pathways. And we went to a top, like a peak top, and we're overlooking over the top, and right in the distance, obviously I couldn't see because of my bad eyesight, but there was actually a line way down the bottom there. It was a long way from us, down the valley, but pretty much we were actually walking back up that way. Uh, yeah, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, we carried on back down, and that was a beautiful hike. Checking out all the moss, all the trees, and all the different African plants. Uh, yeah, absolutely amazing. Amazing. Africa is just one absolute amazing place. Um, yeah, and like I just loved it. And it was incredible. Yeah, and yeah, so that was that little trip, and then I can't remember what we did the next day. I think we chilled at the camp the next day for a little while. But I remember going on the boat early that morning. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning when we were doing that trip, and the whole the Lake Kariba, like sometimes it's not a big lake, so you can get some quite big waves on it. I've been there with some amazing big waves. But early morning, it was like glass. Like literally, it was just a boat going on glass. It was that calm. It was that smooth. It was just incredible. And the smells of the African smell, the cool breeze. Oh, it was just incredible. It was almost like you just have the motor and it was actually really peaceful. It was absolutely amazing. I just felt like I was just at peace. It was incredible. Calmness. In Spanish they call it tranquila. It was very calm. Yeah, so that was an incredible trip. And then I didn't finish all the way. The next we carried on with our holiday in Africa, and we went down to Zimbabwe side after that. I caught up with some friends, and we did a hunting fishing trip, which was incredible. So we traveled like once we met up with our friends at a little destination. We traveled, it was like 5 hours through the bush to get to the Taringa River again. And yeah, right up in the bush. There's nothing for 5 hours, just bush to keeping an eye out for animals. We saw some elephants all the way out there. Beautiful, absolutely amazing creatures. Like big, beautiful, quiet. You'd think an elephant being a big animal would be noisy, but man, they're the most silent animals you can imagine. They literally can sneak up and you don't even hear them. If you're like sleeping in your tent, you'll never hear them. It's crazy, but it's cool. Like yeah. And then we got to the river, so it was a big old fishing camp. So we set up. We had some tents already set up for us, which is cool. Our friends had already organised that, so we just arrived and put all our stuff in the tent, got ready, and then had some dinner on fire. So we had a nice big fireplace just on the ground, two big logs just piled up, it was so big as fire, beautiful. And listening to the nature around, the hippos, sporting in the river and all that was pretty great. It was awesome. And then at night time, you can hear the lions roaring, the hyenas howling. Um, yeah, it was amazing. And then first thing in the morning, get up at 6 o'clock or whatever it is, and jump on little tender boats, or mates boats, and you go and do a bigger fishing trip. Cool. Different parts of the river have different types of fish. Yeah, so that tiger fish I showed you earlier on, yeah, we did some drifting for that, and then we also did some fishing for what we call breamfish. Yeah, different type of fish, which is pretty cool. And then there's all different types of fish in Africa. There's breamfish, there's tiger fish, there's one called chesa, there's electric eels in there, even. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, there's so many different types of fish in the Taringa River. It's really cool. I actually should try and figure out how many different types of fish there are here in the river. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we still. I'm sure you guys are still on. I've still got lots and lots of stories to tell you guys, but I'm just going to check out, keep an eye on things. What am I doing? Tapping on wrong thing here. Where did it go? It's up there. Still just two people on. That's all right. 5 thumbs up. So awesome, you guys. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. So the longer you guys stay on here, the more watch time hours I get, which is awesome. So I've got a big goal here of trying to get my 4,000 watch time hours, so I can eventually get paid on YouTube. So I'm pushing it really hard and trying my best here and see how we go. I've got some more stories for you guys, which is awesome. And yeah, so we'll keep going with the stories. So that was our epic trip. Actually, so part of it. So once we did that, we actually did a couple of nature walks as well through the African bush that trip. Absolutely incredible. Fantastic. It was a bit of hunting, so It was also a hunting camp, so we had got to shoot some impala, and I think they had some buffalo as well. And then what we do is we make some jerky out of it. So, yeah, so we had some buffalo and impala jerky. Beautiful. Like we make it ourselves. We take all the spices down. Put it in salt and vinegar. And then you leave that overnight, and then the next day you put all the extra spices on it, and then you hang it up, and we just tie a wire from one part of the tree to another part of the tree, and you just hang it all up. But it has to be quite high because of the wild animals as well. Yeah, they can smell the meat. Uh, yeah, so you have to have it quite high. Um, yeah, and that's cool. So that was drying the trees there, and once it's sort of dried, you take it down. You just while you're on the boat, catching a fish, you get the munchies, you come up and you just chew on a piece of turkey. Yeah, it's good for that. That's what I thought. And then what we used to do after we'd go, if we did a little fishing expedition, we'd come back at like 10:30, after we'd been out at like 6 or something like that, and have a nice big breakfast. We used to have a big old fireplace, and they had some local African cook boys, and they used to cook us fried egg toast, and oh, beautiful, like amazing, just cooking on a fireplace. Um, yeah, really, really cool. I'm just gonna see if so yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna see if the comments are coming up again or not. This is a good one, I think so. You guys are just listening to the comment story, so that's cool. Thanks for that. Uh, yeah, so that really helps me. Yeah, it's just annoying I can't read the comments, and they also disappear for about 5 seconds. I have to keep touching the screen. But yeah, so more on to some stories. I'm not sure if you guys have heard my actually I'll share a couple of other stories. Um, let's see how we go. Right, one of my stories. Yeah, I even got to ride an elephant. Check that out, guys. That is awesome. I actually got to ride an elephant. That elephant's name was called Bob, and real fat elephant. Yeah. That was cool fun. It was absolutely amazing. Riding an elephant was like one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And man, I'm very grateful I had the opportunity to do that. Uh, in my life, I've always tried to take every opportunity that I can. And I'm hoping that you guys, also try and take as many opportunities, keep your ears and eyes open for any opportunities that come sort of your way. And if you have that opportunity, just take the opportunity. Because it may only come around once, if you're lucky, it'll come around twice. But riding an elephant, well, that was probably once in a lifetime opportunity. And I actually got to do that. It was incredible. Um, yeah, there's a few places. I don't know. I also had the opportunity, another trip where we went back to Africa. Actually, I think it was the same trip. We started off by going in the Zimbabwe side. We went to Victoria Falls, which we had never been to, even though we had lived in Africa for 18 years of my life before I moved to New Zealand now. And so at Victoria Falls, um, we got to go down and get a microlight flight over the Victoria Falls, the Great Victoria Falls. Oh man, what a magnificent sight! Watching the Great Victoria Falls from above, seeing the birds fly underneath you, and all the animals jumping about and running underneath the microlight. Absolutely incredible. It was amazing. Um, so yeah, we just got one person on at the moment, which is all good. That's all good. Yeah, must be having a bad time, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get some more people on next time. But yeah, going over Victoria Falls, incredible. I even got to fly the microlight. So how cool was that? That was absolutely amazing. Even though I was pretty straight because I had the guy in front of me and the pole quite a long way. So I was using my shoulders to drive the thing. as opposed to being really close. You can control it with your arms and everything. Level stable. But yeah, I got to fly until I got a bit tired. But it was absolutely amazing. I can't believe the guy let me fly the white like incredible, absolutely incredible. So I had that opportunity, and we took the opportunity. There was only one thing I couldn't do was to go and visit some. There were sort of not tame lions, but they were in a little cage and they were semi-tamed, but they were still wild animals. So anybody that went to go see them, they had to be over a certain height, and I was just under that certain height by about an inch, I think it was. So I couldn't go and do that because what those lions do is they can pick up the weak prey, and it's just in their nature. So yeah, I never got to do that. But apparently there was one large lady, and the lions were really eyeing her out apparently, which was yeah pretty crazy. The guides there had to really keep an eye on that lion and distract the lion at the time. It was yeah pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, other than that, we had a whole bunch of monkeys. I had a monkey uh, come up and steal my banana. Yeah, I had a banana in my hand, and I was walking down trying to get to where the cafes are with the banana, and this little monkey came up to me. He was walking towards me, and I was like, "You're not getting this banana, mate. You're not getting this banana." And he got a bit too close, and I ended up taking the banana. The last thing you kind of watch in Africa is you get bitten by a monkey and end up with some rabies or some sort of disease. So yeah, I'd rather I threw that banana quite far away from me. Um, yeah, so that was pretty funny. My little boy, I got my little puppers screaming. There's my little buddy. There's my boy. He's, huh? There's a good boy. You good boy. Yeah, he's pretty good. He can tell whether my sugar levels are going down or not because I'm diabetic. He's such a cool one. So we do lots and lots of things with him: soccer games, skateboarding. I played a bit of soccer with him this morning. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Before we headed out for our little walk, 7 thumbs up, 0 people on. So let's wait till a few more people come on again. 32 minutes, 0 people. Oh, well. I just sit around and guess I'll wait for somebody to come on again, and we'll start my live again. I was hoping for somebody to come on, but we're still waiting, so we'll see how we go. Nobody's coming on live. Everybody must be watching the soccer game. We should check who's winning the soccer game. My levels are 11.4, slow up a little bit. 1.4, I better do some less of that. What happens when you're diabetic? You gotta keep an eye on your sugar levels there. I want to go a little bit low at the moment, so I'm gonna do it here. Obviously, Sunday doesn't seem to be the best day for people coming on live on YouTube. I thought it would be, but obviously not. All right. So that's sorted. Let's see if we got anybody on. Oops. 0 people. 34 minutes. 0 people live. Oh. Yeah, we'll let's see if somebody comes on at some point. I couldn't find it, huh? Can't even find it. Yeah, it's looking down there. I think it was up there. That's all good. We're just gonna see if we can wait some people coming on. Yeah. What are those little things that keep coming up on the side? I see them every now and again. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, strange. Oh, well. Hey, welcome, man. We got one person on again. Uh, welcome, man, mate. Uh, yeah, my YouTube's a little bit slower than my TikToks, but that's all right. I haven't got that many people on my YouTube, so we're still building that. But yeah, so what my story is, I got something called sickle syndrome, which is what I was born with, and yeah, over the years, when I turned 18, I became type 1 diabetic, and yeah, and then about 10 years ago, I got something called myopathy, muscle disease. So I've been getting a little bit weaker each year, but I'm all about nothing to do with the disabilities. I'm all about what abilities can I still do. So I keep going on what I can do as opposed to what I can't do. So I try my best to do everything I can do. I still walk around with a walking stick, which is, yeah, I call it Woody walking stick. I'm hoping to still get my strength back again and keep going. But yeah, it's difficult. It's also winter in New Zealand, so it makes it difficult. But I've been doing lots of like karate punches and lots of working on like my balance and my strength. And I try to inspire people. I do my videos because I am there on TikTok to inspire people around the world because that's what I like to do in my life. I want to inspire people around the world to never give up, keep persevering, and making the most of your life. And, if you're in the same situations as me, is to just keep going and wake up and just say, yeah, you're gonna have a good day. Have a really good day. Try to have a good day, despite of all your disabilities. Uh, yeah, so that's what I try to do. I try to live my life as best I can and to inspire people to do the same thing. And if you've got goals, I've got several goals as well. Um, and to keep going with goals. Sometimes life knocks you down, but all you do is you got to get back up and you got to keep going and never ever give up, no matter what. I also got bad eyesight, which is why I'm actually using my phone to read the if anyone's on. Doesn't look like anybody's on at the moment. Oh man, nobody's on a Sunday. Oh, that'll at least be. Anyway, I might actually leave my live there and I'll come back on another day.